Complete this little task, and then we can get some feedback and see where you are at. Has everybody done that?
No,
Can we start? Can we do that now? If you need some help, Darren,
yeah.
I'll help you.
Okay, good, Charlie.
It's basically this leaflet, which I think is really informative. It gives you a breakdown of hate crime. So to start off, does anybody know what hate crime is? I know that earlier on we spoke, Scott, and you gave me a fantastic answer. Can you tell me what you said?
Well, hate crime is like some people like people call like discrimination, like different cultures, you know, racial, skin colour, everything.
Yeah. So let's look at what types of hate crime there are. So you said racial hate crime against people with colour. What about people? Now I'm more looking at, like, for example, people of hate crime around religion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then people with
people disabled, that kind of stuff.
Very good answer. Very good answer. Disabled. What else do you think?
Sexual orientation.
Yeah, brilliant answer. Sexual orientation. So, if you know what gender, homosexuality, etc. Yeah, you would face if you were a victim of hate crime.
Well, I verbal abuse, bullying, so because I have been a big.
Why? For what reason were they bullying you? Would you say?
I was a clever kid. And they were.
Okay.
If you're clever around where I lived, and you have any kind of happiness about you, you were ridiculed.
Right. Okay.
Taking the mickey out of all.
Okay.
And then when you stood up to yourself,
Right. Okay.
I've been a victim. That was when I was a kid.
Okay.
Which is why I'm dead against it now.
Okay. Yeah. Brilliant answer. What about you, Connor? If that happened. If you're uncomfortable with this,
No, I don't mind.
I
don't mind.
Good.
But we ADHD and we all have difficulties and stuff, and people just like they used to take the mic.
To learn difficulties.
School, yeah.
Right.
The
Okay.
ADHD,
Okay.
they think like, oh, he can't do anything for himself, or
Okay.
do you know, they used to take the mic for years, but because like, turns to me, I am quite independent. I do my own thing.
Right.
I do my own thing, but I would say I don't get it anymore. But when I was a kid, I used to get a lot of hate crime from the ADHD as well.
Right. Okay.
Like if I reacted, they'd be like, "Oh, he's horrible," or
making you like a dunce or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Or you don't want to answer the question, just say I'd rather not.
Yeah.
And there is no issue, there's no factor in it.
Yeah.
I think the beauty of this is we're only a small group, but it's an intimate group, and hopefully we can try and get a bit of a message across to other people. Because the whole reason for doing this is to try to make an impression on other people and change the way things are, even in the smallest way.
Yeah.
So, sorry, saying what you were saying.
Because of my son, he has a disability,
Right.
non-verbal autism, so I get people on the bus, I get people outside.
Over his autism?
Yeah.
That's
They
terrible.
think that I've got 10 heads,
Yeah.
and they stare at him, and they pull faces, and I get some people to tell him to shut up, and not making noise and all that.
That's rubbish. You can't do that.
So if I could ask you, because I'm really sorry, I mean, I know you, so what's your reaction? How do you react to
I
this?
feel like slapping him in the gums.
Right, okay. but obviously you can't do that.
No, obviously. I know. I feel like.
Yeah. So how do you react?
So I just tell him that he's got autism, and if you don't like it, move.
Yeah, okay.
Simple as that.
Have you ever considered actually reporting somebody for?
Yeah. No, somebody reported me.
What for?
Somebody reported you?
What for?
For
For dependent?
no.
Is obviously hate crime. It's right, and in my opinion, and it's an humble opinion, I think when people or the country is in crisis, I think it's more right then.
Yeah.
Because I think when the majority of hate crime is centred around people who are poor, who are working class, who are in deprived areas and tending to battle against themselves really. So I think a lot of this is about people reporting it, because I think statistics sort of say that people find it hard, you know, to report it. Have you ever had any problems with hate crime?
Yeah.
What have you had?
But I'm not going into it, but I've had a few
Okay,
things.
that's fine. That's fine.
Heard about half a dozen things.
Right, okay. Did you report them things? Or did
And one of them got reported,
you not? Right.
and I couldn't be worse off for it, even though that was only sticking up for myself.
Right, okay.
That was to do with like violent.
On hate crime. Could I ask you that, Steve? If you had the power to change the laws, I mean, first of all, do you know the laws that
Pretty
exist?
much, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty clued up on law, yeah.
Right, so as far as hate crime is concerned,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at obviously the back of it, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going on about reporting hate crime, and there's specific agents within the police force that you could actually go to report specific hate crime. There is a body within the police force that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can report hate crime to.
Yeah. What I do is this. As much as I hate what bullies do, and I hate what people, abusers do, and domestic violence, I know all about that from my own childhood, from my mum and dad. Autism, all these things, was it DHD? You got for DHD.
ADHD.
Right. So all that, as much as I don't like these people, what they do, you see, the problem is the only environment they've ever known, and so they just think that as normal. Well, he's not right because they've had a parent tell them
Yeah,
they're not. They think then they're stupid. She's an idiot. He's an idiot. So they'll monkey see, monkey do. If you, in other words, so you're around an environment between say 2 and 7 year old, and you see that kind of behaviour. When you get older, you'll reenact that behaviour if you see something like because you've been programmed that way. It's environmental. What I do about it is do more to sort these bullies and people out because they're the ones who need the help.
So,
And not that people like us don't, but
So-
we're just victims of them.
okay. So, are you saying maybe there should be more education?
I think so, yeah.
That's
And we need
fair,
to better educate the communities, and we need to teach them better social skills.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, they'll just carry on. It's all right to say how bad it is.
Okay.
It's what you're going to do about it is the problem. You've got to look at what's causing it and its environment that causes it.
Okay.
If you're in an environment where there's toxicity in a community where there's no, it's not like, let's say, suburbia, the
Yeah.
town and city. It's the lower realms of the town, the lower parts of town where not everybody's well off, not affluent, you know, and people are educated to say,
Yeah.
yet there's so much domestic violence in other class these days as well, so it's a thing all over the country.
So if we can move on slightly, because I like the way this is going, and because I don't want this this workshop to be too rigid. I think if we keep it the way that we're going, and I'm just trying to keep on going with it. So what I would turn around, and whoever wants to take this up, if you actually saw something, if you witnessed hate crime, and if it was quite severe, how would you deal with it? Could somebody answer that? If you saw something that, on the street, in your workplace, at home, how would you...
But that's the thing with people don't want to get involved.
Right, okay.
I would ring the police.
Because they'll get frightened. And they'll be frightened to get involved because also if you find
That
out
knives and all sorts of things, well, if you don't- that's what you don't do. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want you to
They
yeah.
might get beaten up themselves, they might get the car done, they might get the windows and all that kind of stuff. So people won't want, even though that they can see it, even though that they know what's going on,
fantastic.
People will just be like, no.
Yeah, I think the main thing, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fear.
yeah.
It's
Fear.
what the consequences that you might get for.
Yeah,
for
just
what
for
you
help being
say.
a good Samaritan. She's
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So you
Get
go in.
sold off. But what's the telling off going to do? I'm not saying send everybody to prison for a little thing or a little thing, but people know that, oh, it doesn't matter, there's no consequences, so
So that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely okay with that. So let's start with you there, and we'll go that way then.
Half clubs for harmony, so that's what old Charlie is.
People agree with that. So, I mean, it's a good point you brought up there, Connor. If you don't mind, do you mind just repeating that? Because I know that George wasn't in the room, but I believe it was a very poignant point that you said. You know, when you were talking about, you feel that the law isn't strong enough
Yeah.
on people who commit hate crime.
Yeah.
And that the sentences should be more severe.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to,
As I say, the laws are too soft, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like I said, the laws in England, they're not, they're too soft anyway, like half the crimes you won't been getting long enough for. Anyway, in terms of bullying, in terms of hate crime, what I would do is, if somebody, not prison, depending on what it is, if they don't think of prison, I'd make sure to do some sort of community service, so then they won't do it again then.
no, okay. Now again, going back to the conversation earlier, was it was you who mentioned word national service, is it?
No,
Yeah. What?
But that's what, it's the same as well, it's for like the crimes, that the punishment, everyone knows, a prison should be a prison, not an holiday camp. I lived in Spain for the 4 years, and foreign prisons are like a prison. It's a stone bed, you get your little window, stone floor, there's no telly, there's no music, there's no phone, there's no radio.
Right.
You get your breakfast, dinner and tea, and that's it, and that's what a prison should be.
Right.
But here, prisons here, they're like an holiday camp. That's why people don't care, don't care.
That conversation. Right. But he's there. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. It's been an absolutely fantastic session. Now, on the tables, I'll hand these round. If everyone can fill in a feedback sheet, so hopefully this will show that, as far as the information around hate crime has made a difference from when you walk through the door till now. So this is really important. The next session we're going to have is on Wednesday. I'd like you to try and talk to your friends to get a few more people coming. It's going to be a lot more creative next time. We've got a video as well that we're going to show, which shows lots of different aspects of hate crime and victims of hate crime and how they felt and the repercussions of the actions of the people who or the victims of the hate crime. So, one of the things I'd like to do, it probably might not be on a Wednesday, but I think it might be on a Thursday. I know that we've got some creative people around here, and it's a bit of fun, and I'd like to write a track around hate crime. We've got the recording equipment over
Right,
here.
and what, sorry?
A track, a song.
Oh, right, yeah.
In poetry.
Yeah,
So it
yeah.
could be a poem, or it could be used as a song.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing is, we have fantastic guitarists and a fantastic guitarist, and we've got the equipment here to actually record something. And it'd be nice if we had a bit of music to go along with the short video that we're going to present. So, and it'd be fantastic if we all had input on the lyrics to the track, and doing something positive with something negative. Okay, so once again, thanks for coming. Let other people know, and let's make Wednesday session and Thursday session a real blast. Okay, thanks everyone.